This is Toast to Our Differences, presented by Schuh.
Hey guys, and welcome to Toast to Our Differences. My name is Vuj and this is
Morgan.
And we have linked up to host a series exploring very complex topics that are relevant to our society today.
A lot of people feel uncomfortable talking about these subjects, so it's going to be amazing to have our guests and experts in to help us and educate us on having an open conversation.
Right now, who we're going to introduce, three wonderful human beings. We have got Ryan Taylor, Faron, Alex Paul, and Ben Anderson. If I start with Ben, I believe you're a youth worker, right?
That's right, yeah. I'm a mental health first aider. I instruct the classes, and also I teach young people healthy social media.
Faron, Alex Paul runs Phasmisty, bro. I've seen some of your videos online. You know, when you were just on the Instagram, people were sharing you. I've seen you on the news. You're on the front line, man, and you're really making a difference. But I'll let you do the introduction, man.
Yeah, I run Phasmisty. My name's Faron Alex Paul, aka Faz. I kind of came out and I thought to myself, you know what? There's no police officer that I know of that can walk into a community or a block and make someone willingly come and give them a knife, and that's the end of it.
And I've seen you actually go directly and you take
I've got more than a police, I'll just say that now.
But also you build a positive relationship as well in terms of when we talk about more than a police. You know, if you think about all the negative associations police have with young people right now, Faron, what you're doing, man, it's amazing.
So it's been a very passionate one. I think we're all feeling it. I was going to say, we haven't actually introduced Ryan Taylor, man. I just wanted to introduce you as well. And, you know, big up for what you're doing, man. And obviously, is it Bikes Up, Knives Down, right? Can you take part in that project? And I know you're quite passionate about helping youth out and young people. If you could just tell me a little bit about what you do if the audience don't know who you are already.
Yeah, so I'm a professional bike rider, YouTuber, and I've got quite a wide audience of people that watch me. So, of course, like I've got a platform that's that big. I'm going to use it to push some positive stuff that we can, you know what I mean? And especially with people like Faz that are doing it that don't get the support that they should have. But it's like we've now been given permission in a pretty bad area that we're going to bring a lot of positivity to, get a lot of the bigger influencers, artists, creators, bike riders down there, I've got a massive team that I've built. And even within the team of the collective bikes riders is like a combined following of like 2, 3, 4 million, you know what I mean? It's a pretty big movement. So obviously going there, pushing this, we just do what we can, man, you know what I mean? Obviously we're not gonna ever stop it or beat it as an individual, but we're definitely making noise and making an improvement on that.
Well, I think for every knife that you take off of someone, you're basically saving a life. It's almost like a life per knife, because you don't, like, that could really save someone. Like, they really could have gone out and used it. But I was just going to ask you, like, how do you approach the situations when you go? Do you go and approach the people, or do they come to you?
So Faz has built a big enough platform to where these people actually reach out to him.
And it's not only the young guys that's reaching me. I've got girls that's reached through to me, that's had things that boys left in the house. Parents, a lot of parents come through to me, do you understand? Like, and which stuff they found under the kid's bed and stuff like that. So there's a big range of people that come through.
When you've got someone, let's say they're living on a block, whatever, yeah, they are carrying a knife simply because they think someone else is going to be carrying a knife. It's such a vicious cycle because everyone's almost out here to protect themselves. And it's like, where does that, how does that stop?
Where are these children getting these knives from? They're not making them. They're not blacksmiths. They're coming through the post. So me, technically, I'll just say this. If I had the power, and I want to put a real stamp on it, I would just stop every sort of knife sales. Don't tell me about, if they're 18, they can buy knives. What, does knife crime stop at 18?
Obviously, I think the accessibility of knives is one thing, but I also feel that knives are a symptom of the problem. I'm not saying that having knives available to buy isn't contributing to it, but I wonder if banning them, how far that would go to address it. And I think when we ban anything or try and make anything unavailable, there's always ways around it. And if anything, it drives it underground a bit. But yeah, what are your thoughts on that? Have you? I haven't looked into it, Faron, so I'd love to know what you think.
I'm not trying to be Einstein in this, innit? If you ain't got a knife in your hand, you can't stab someone. It's that simple. the accessibility of the knives is a problem. It's too easy, and I also feel like the consequence of getting caught with a knife or using a knife, I don't feel like it's really a good enough deterrent. Do you understand?
Yeah, the thing I'd say, just reading up on some of the stuff you do, Faron, is I personally think the real value that you're adding to the community is around the actually reaching people in a non-judgmental way, disarming, and not criminalizing.
Ben, man, obviously you're a youth worker. What do you think the wider issues are? What are the wider issues you're seeing with young people that are being let down on the forefront of all the problems that are happening in the society?
A lot of these issues that a young person, when you look at their frame of reference and what's going on in their life, if you experience violence yourself, or you experience trauma, whether it's being involved in a violent attack yourself, or seeing a friend get stabbed, or anything like that, there's so many different things that, if not addressed in a medical way or in a counselling way, will lead to trauma that's untreated, whether it's post-traumatic stress or other trauma, and that leads to all different things, whether it's emotional numbing, whether it's revenge.
I mean, you're going in quite deep there, because I think PTSD is a very, very real effect. I think I heard somewhere that, you know, what's happening on the street sometimes it's almost the similar effects on the brain as someone has been to Iraq. Of course,
exactly.
It's literally doing the same thing.
But I just feel like collectively, as a community, we're talking about local authorities, parents, right? Teachers, children, elders, right? Listen, nobody cares until the child that dies is theirs, okay? So we need to stop this, before it is one of us.
Guys, thank you, man. That was Toast to Our Differences. I've been Vuj. The beautiful lady on our screens has been Morgan. Thank you, Morgs. Great convos. But boys, I'm sure the people will check you out. It's been great, and take care.
Thanks,
Big
guys.
love, and God bless.
Thanks for having me, Morgs, man. Yeah, bless, brother.
Yes.
Too,
See you
man.
later.
Faz hasn't just been involved in this and done that stuff. Like, Faz, how many times have you been stabbed, bro?
18.
Wow.
I got stabbed 9 times on 2 different occasions